Hey, welcome back to another episode of the Midwest Pit. I'm in a new place, so I sound a little bit different probably. The acoustics in my room are god awful. And I'm really close to the mic, so I might even sound worse. But anyway, we have a wonderful guest. It's my friend
Oh,
June.
stop it. Stop it. You're too kind. My first ever podcast.
Really?
Yeah. Believe it or not, I don't get invited to podcasts very often.
Ah, I've only done this one.
Well, I'm sure you'll do great.
Well, thanks. So, first, hi, how are ya? What you been up to?
Oh, I'm good. I'm okay. I woke up at 1 p.m. I don't know what that time that was for you, but it was late for me.
Yeah.
I was up very late. But no, I'm good.
I think,
Barely eaten, but that's standard most days, unfortunately.
damn.
I'm
Yeah,
not gonna get depressing. How are you doing?
Uh, I don't know. I've been fucked up, but,
How so?
I don't know. I just, I don't know. It's hard to explain.
Hmm.
Anyway, I think the latest, I don't really, sleep very late. Like, I don't sleep
You
in
seem
very
like a
late.
responsible individual. That's the vibe I get from you.
I mean, I guess.
You seem like an early to bed, early to rise. Gets on
Yeah.
with their day, goes to bed at a reasonable hour kind of person.
Yeah, I try to go to bed between 9 and 10 p.m. every night.
Oh my god.
Well, it's because it just feels right for me. If I stay up longer than like 10 o'clock, I start feeling weird. Like I get weird.
See, I have the opposite. If I sleep earlier than like 10, I feel weird because it's like, dude, you've still got so much of the day left. It's like the sun still hasn't come up yet. It's like you're capping out right as the day's ended. It's like still so much shit you can do.
Wow. Uh, what was I gonna say? And I usually wake up if I'm not at work. I usually wake up between 6 and 8 a.m. just
Oh my
naturally.
god. Oh, now I'm even more ashamed.
I mean, I'm the weird one. Let's
No,
be
I
real.
gotta fix my shit. I'm a student and I still get up at like 1 p.m. most days, except when it's a day that I have to be in class, and then
Yeah.
I'll postpone until the very last minute
The
because I was blessed with a flat that's literally 2 minutes away from my campus
what?
building,
That's cool.
and so whenever I'm late, all my friends are just like, "Oh, what? You were late? Oh, it must have been such a long walk." I'm like, "Yeah, you don't understand the struggle."
um, for work, I wake up at like fucking 4 a.m.
Oh
So
my
I have to
god.
go to sleep early.
Oh, no. Respectfully, I really hope I never reach that point in my life.
Yeah,
I'm starting a new
it's
job on the 25th, and like the time I'll have to be in most days is 8:45 in the morning, and I'm dreading
that's
that.
good. Well, I'd rather have that, truthfully.
Yeah, but
9
then
or
I have
10
to be in
o'clock.
until 6 p.m., so it's like a long ass day.
Hmm. It's hard. It's hard to wake up so early.
I mean, it's at a game store, so I don't imagine I'm going to be that resilient to going in.
Hmm.
I get to just hang around and recommend people my weird tastes in video games all day.
Yeah. So speaking of that, what kind of games are you into? What are your weird tastes?
Well, that's it's an easy question. We basically met because of our shared appreciation for one specific genre.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Name me like any fighting game. I've probably played it. Yeah, I'm cool.
Yeah. You ever played Waku Waku 7?
God damn it. I've been caught out. Fuck.
Waku's funny. Uh,
What is that?
Wacko Wacko 7 is by Sunsoft. I don't know. I think it was on like a Neo Geo platform, but I'm not sure.
I gotta look this up now.
Um, the reason it's called Wacko Wacko 7 is because there's 7 characters.
What?
Um, it looks great. It sounds
Oh, this
great.
looks cute as fuck.
Yeah. And it's strange. So it's got like it's the A, B, C, D, like S and K type buttons,
Oh yeah, the 4 buttons.
but like I don't know. It's hard to explain. The stuff that it does is interesting because the knockdowns, like you can like jump on people and attack them, kind of like in Virtual Fighter, I guess.
Yeah.
But there's like universal like get up options. So there's like a universal wake up. There's like a roll back, a roll forward. There's like a wall tech, like in Smash Bros.
What?
And that's only from like blowback attacks. So you can either like wall tech and jump forward and do an attack and like do something else. And like the main like combo structure of the game, I guess, is crouch canceling.
Oh no.
So I was playing as this one guy with like a sword, and like one of his main combo tools was crouch canceling his standing light attack. But it's like it's hard to do, but it's cool. But it's like that's hard to do when you're like actually fighting somebody for real.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's cool.
I'm just looking at all the character art and stuff. This shit is adorable. I
Yeah,
might actually play this later.
yeah. Wacko Wacko's awesome.
There you go. Early on in the podcast, and you've already recommended me a new banger fighting game. It wasn't worth it. Cool as hell. And it's on the Switch! Oh, it's over.
But it's only I think it's the Arcade Archives version, so it's not
Yeah,
like
it is.
it's not like a fun version.
Oh.
Well, because I don't like the Arcade Archives fighting games because they're not like. It's just like you're playing it on Fightcade.
Yeah, like at that point, just play it on Fightcade.
Yeah, there's like no training mode or anything. It's literally just the fucking arcade machine. And that kind of sucks.
Also, for as much as I do love the Switch, and for as much, well, love and hate the Switch, it's bad for fighting games. I cannot get along with the way that the controllers feel for fighting games.
Huh.
Like, I bought I was going to use the Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection as an example, but that game has its own host of problems.
Mm.
Like, irrespective of what controller you use on it, it just has, like, built-in input delay and stuff. But no, just I don't know, the Switch Pro controller is a beautiful controller, but something about it just doesn't feel right for fighting games. And especially
Weird.
not the Joy-Cons.
Yeah, the Joy-Cons do feel. The button D-pad is the weirdest bit.
Yeah. It's just wrong. You just can't deal with it. It's too small to be pulling off all those precise inputs.
But no, I'm fine with the Switch Pro controller D-pad for fighting games. That's how I played Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle.
Oh no,
I love BB Tag.
that's literally the one like big fighting game series that I've yet to properly like say I'm a fan of.
Blaze Blue?
Because I owned Cross Tag Battle on my Switch. I got it in like 2019, I think, before I was like giga into fighting games like I am now. So I enjoyed it, but it was like all the characters were just like so. And also, I've never been that massive on anime fighters in general. I don't know what it is. I can appreciate what they do and I can appreciate how beautiful they look, but just something about the way they play, it's just like I can't deal with it. But that being said, I was gonna message you about it earlier. I finally got into a Guilty Gear Strive yesterday.
Yay!
At last.
Yippee!
I'm now officially Guilty Gear pilled.
What do you think?
After, I've only played Potemkin so far, but I don't imagine that's going to change. Because
you
he's
should
fun
definitely,
as fuck.
you definitely should try out some of the more standard characters to really get a feel for the mechanics.
I used to play a bit of it on my PS5, but I kind of fell off of it because I stopped paying for the online, and that's the only way you can really play it. But when I played it then, I put like 10 or so hours into May, and she was fun enough. She was cool. She's just
The
like
game's
Guile, just charging puts with dolphins. But like, I don't know, man. I'm such a grappler brain now. I
it
saw
just sucks that
Potemkin and
there's
I was
like
like, is there there's a command grab that does a third of your health bar? And he's got like an armored advancing move. Oh, this is my character.
I don't really like Potemkin that much.
I can see why people don't like him. It's like my favorite grappler in like all the fighting games is like it's a cross between like Hugo or King from Tekken because they're easy to get in with. Well, they're not easy to get in with, but it's like they have the ability to get in kind of easily, and when they're in, it's like you can just keep guessing and stuff. But with Potemkin, it's like because everyone in Guilty Gear, from what I've seen, has like such insane movement and stuff with like air dashes and stuff.
Yeah.
It's like I imagine it's quite easy to just overwhelm him. The only reason I'm probably doing well as him is because I was playing with a friend that was also like pretty new to Guilty Gear, and I was just cleaning house as him from my like pre-established history with grapplers. But like I imagine if I went up against like even a somewhat seasoned player, probably like you, I'd get turned inside out.
Yeah, Potemkin's a really nice pick for like just casual fun sort of thing.
He's so stupid. I love him.
I I like grapplers a lot, but it's just the thing about Potemkin I don't like is the fact that he's inspired by Street Fighter 2 Zangief. It's like
Is he?
well,
I mean, actually,
he's in that category of super slow, super shitty, bad grapplers that they made bad because they have to be bad. They have to be bad and slow and shitty and awful.
Yeah, because they have one move that does a third of your health bar.
It's like because like the grapplers that I'm thinking of that I like are Alex from Street Fighter and like pretty much anybody from KOF that's a grappler.
I never got along with the grapplers in KOF. I don't know what it was. Like, I love KOF 15. It's a great game. I stopped playing it because I had no one to play it with. But it was a great game. But I tried the grapplers in it, and it was like, I don't know. I was like, these characters just feel like at a fundamental disadvantage to the rest of the cast. I don't know what it is about them. Maybe I just wasn't that used to them.
That's weird. That's weird. Because I think that they're on par with everybody.
I think it's because KOF is such a faster game, and it's got so many like mechanics and cancels and like bursts and stuff.
Like, I look at King of Dinosaurs as like he's this sort of Potemkin Zangief sort of type character, but he feels so much better than like most of those like big boy characters. So much better to me. And yeah, he's fucking. It's hard to get in with that guy because he is the slowest character in KOF 15 and I think even 14. But like, he just feels so good. And like, then you have like Shermie, who's got the jump thing and like the weird little mix-ups.
Shermie was the grappler I played. She's cool as hell.
And then fucking Clark. Clark just pulls you from one side of the screen to the other.
Yeah.
There's and then Orochi Yashiro is the best grappler in the game. He's stupidly good for some fucking reason. I
saw a clip just randomly on my YouTube recommended the other day of a 100% like touch of death combo with Orochi Yashiro.
He does,
and it was the coolest shit I've ever seen in KOF 15, and I was like, dude, I kind of want to pick this game up again just to try and this out.
And then there's like the legacy character who's. It's kind of weird that he's not in 15. Goro Daimon. The namesake of Goro Mania at Goro Mania. Like, he is the one. And it's like, yeah, that's the example that you give people of KOF grapplers, is Goro.
The only thing I remember about Goro was in the older games, how he had the loudest fucking run animation in the entire game.
Those sandals, man.
His shoes slapping on the floor. It got so obnoxious.
He's great. KOF's so good.
I wish KO 15 hadn't like kind of died the way it did. I think I don't think it's like the game's fault. It's just like Not many people bought it.
Yeah, 'cause
Which I
everybody's scared.
understand.
Everybody's terrified of KOF for some reason.
It's because it doesn't have the brand recognition that like Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat do, unfortunately. It's like
It
that game
sucks.
was out for like that game's been out for like what 2-3 years now,
3 years.
and like within a month, not within a month, within like 4 or 5 months of it coming out, I was already seeing it in like bargain bins in like my game stores and stuff, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh no.
Well, apparently they're still developing some new stuff for it.
Really?
Yeah,
They're making City of the Wolves? What?
according to a recent interview, they're like, "Hey, you got any more plans for KO 15?" And they're like, "Yeah, we're gonna add some stuff still."
Jesus. It's
I
really
mean,
got, like,
they
the biggest
added that
roster in the
whole
series.
they added that whole new fucking mechanic just like earlier this year.
Oh yeah. Man, I mean, good on them for sticking with it.
Yeah.
I mean, ballsy move of them to be working on 2 fighting games at the same time. I don't think
Yeah.
companies really did that anymore.
Yeah. I wonder
That
how
was
big
like that's like
SNK
early
is.
Millennium Capcom type stuff. And they
Yeah.
had like 6 fighting games going on at once, and then like 2 of them were good.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
City
yeah,
of the Wolves.
Sea of the Wolves is a weird one because I never played Gara. Well, I
I-
did. I played for a tiny bit on Fightcade, but it's a game and it's got Terry Bogard in it, so it's like, of course I'm gonna pick it up.
Yeah, I played it with one of my friends. Before I played it with people, I was like, this kind of sucks. But when I played it with someone, I'm like, oh wait, this is actually awesome.
Yeah, it's got so much sauce in it.
I didn't know that Perfect Guard restored health.
What?
That's cool. And then you can like, I think if you Perfect Guard something, you can cancel that into like a special move.
Oh, that's cool.
So like, and then it's like a guard cancel, but it's with a fucking SPD.
God damn.
SNK doesn't. No one does it like SNK does.
No one fills a game with like 50 different mechanics like SNK does.
No one does it. No one. The feeling of SNK games is just top notch, and it's like this. While I would like a little bit more in their like combo mechanics and juggles and stuff, they're still really good and feel to me like 1,000 times better than anything Street Fighter's done.
I mean,
'Cause,
I
like-
do.
Go ahead.
Oh no, go on.
Okay. With Street Fighter, it's like, cool, I did crouch medium kick into a special, and now I can't do anything else, because if I try and punch them with a normal, then it's either going to completely whiff or they're going to flip out and no juggles. Or I can like remember the juggle counter for this fireball, and then the number of this special has to do with this one, and if it goes over that, then I can't. But if I do, then I can do this. It's like fuck off. with KOF, it's like I launch them with a special move, and I can just keep them in the air as long as I don't use the same special move twice.
I do think it's cool that basically everyone has like a near touch of death in KO 15,
Yeah.
just because of how robust it is. But it's like, I think the problem I had with it's just a pet peeve of mine. It's not a problem with the game. The problem I had with KO 15's combo system was that it was like I was finding so much like cool shit to do, so many awesome combos that I all like saved clips of and that I was proud of and stuff. And then it's like they do a decent amount of damage, but then I'd be like, oh yeah, this character's cool and has a really robust combo system. I'm going to learn what their most optimal combos are. And then I'd look up combo guides, and every single time the most optimal combo would just be like, max mode, level 1, level 2,
Yep,
level 3. Done. It's like,
That's just
oh.
how it works. That's just how it is.
Yeah.
Dump the meter. That's
Yeah,
the whole. That's KOF is for meter dumpers like me.
Yeah. It's like, it is cool the amount of creativity you can have with the combos in KOF, but it stings a little to know like, you're not playing optimally. You gotta you're not getting the max damage you could by just
Yeah.
cancelling 3 easy moves into one another.
Yeah, I get that.
But it's like that in Street Fighter as well, to be fair. It's like I've pulled off like the coolest shit imaginable with like Ken. in Street Fighter 6, like some long ass combos with like corner juggles and stuff into level 3, and then my friend will just do like standing heavy punch into heavy shoryuken into level 3, and it'll do more damage. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
It's just a damage scaling thing,
Yep.
but it's like,
Well, for me, like, optimal shit isn't that, whatever. I want to look cool. If I did something cool, I'm going to do the cool one.
yeah, that's absolutely how I feel as well. I think that's part of the reason that I like grapplers so much, because it's just like I think I got so tired of getting out damaged with like quote optimal combos. So I was just like, okay, I'm gonna play the character that's just like, oh, you did a really cool like 40% combo that took you like 8 hours to learn. Okay, I'm gonna do that with one command grab. I'm just gonna wait for you to mess up your combo. I'm gonna grab you once. I'm gonna do the same amount of damage. And you just gotta take that. And then when I was playing fucking Strive yesterday with Potemkin, and I learned what Roman cancels are. I didn't even know that was a thing. I learned what that was, and then I was like, "Oh, that's cool. You can cancel it out of the special moves. I wonder if you can cancel it out of Potemkin." And then you can cancel it out of Potemkin Buster, and it was like, I saw the Matrix, man. That was me done.
That's the cool shit about Roman cancels. It's literally everything. Anything that you hit or whiff or don't do anything, you can Roman cancel.
Yeah, that unlocked something for me. That's the first time I've ever seen the ability to combo out of a command grab in a fighting game. Besides maybe like some King stuff in Tekken, but like,
Yeah,
oh man,
it's awesome.
I'm gonna go play more Potemkin after we're done with this. It's like I've been itching for it all day.
I've been thinking about
practice more.
playing Ed more. I want to
Oh,
play
what?
more Street Fighter.
Street Fighter 6. It's a weird one for me because he's so cool. He's such a cool character. I mean, I know how much you love that guy.
Yeah, I was there day one. Day fucking one. I was a fan of that guy.
You've been fawning over that guy for months now, but it's like
Trailer 1, Street Fighter 5, Season 2, fucking character reveal. I was there.
Do you how do you feel about Street Fighter 5, Ed? I don't know if I've ever told you or asked you.
I like it.
Like his in-game model, like his design.
Oh.
Because
Okay.
I mean, his gameplay is cool. But like his
okay.
design.
I thought you were talking about just Street Fighter 5. No,
No, Ed in Street Fighter 5, his design, his look.
yeah, it's weird.
It's rough.
Because, like, in the story mode, we see him, and he's this scrawny little kid.
Literally,
fucking,
the way that Bangus draws him, he's such a tiny little bitch boy.
And his, like, model. Like, his model is a tiny little guy. And then they just make him fucking huge for no reason.
I mean, that's just everyone in Street Fighter 5. They made everyone's hands and feet massive and called it a stylistic
It's disgusting. It's disgusting!
It is. It's so wrong.
Yeah.
But I mean, his base design in Street Fighter 6 is beautiful.
You can't beat it. You just can't beat it.
But his base design in 5 is yucky. Except that costume where he's in like the hood, like his story costume. He's in like the hoodie.
I think it's all right, but I like the costume code NASCAR one more.
The what?
You don't know the NASCAR costume code one?
That's some obscure. Hang on, I need to look this up.
So Ed's got one of the sports costumes that everybody got in that game, and it's a NASCAR driver. So he's got like the the button-up shirt with all the fucking
all the sponsors
ads
on it
on
and stuff.
The costume code version of it, he takes that off and like ties it around his waist, so he's just got like this T-shirt on, and it looks really nice.
Whoa! Oh, I've just seen it. Okay, that is actually quite a nice costume.
Yeah.
It'd be helped if you didn't have such massive hands and built like a fridge. Oh man, I love Street Fighter 5, but its art direction just fumbles in so many places.
Yeah, and like the weird, like at the beginning where they had like different. This was just some kind of fucking rumor, I think, where they had like different studios do different models.
I was just going to mention that. Yeah, that was. I believe that theory because of how inconsistent so many of the models are. Like, you look at a model like, I don't know, like Laura. Laura has a decent looking model. Like, she looks She has a nice, smooth, clean looking model.
Hmm.
But then you look at someone like Ken, and it's like he's so like weird and like rubbery looking.
Yeah.
It's just it's not right. But then some of the later characters as well, like Poison looks slick, Sakura looks slick, Sagat looks slick. It's like Jury looks slick, but then you
Hmm.
look at like Ken, Kareen, Bison. It's like
Even
they do feel like
Ryu.
they were made by different people.
Ryu looks kind of weird in 5 too.
Yeah, Ryu's an odd one.
I don't like
I
the
think
ferrofluid hair.
yeah, the hair in Street Fighter Five is so bad. Someone once said that a load of the hair in Street Fighter Five looks like ice cream, and I can't unsee it now. It's because of the way that it comes off in individual strands rather than actually looking like hair. It's so weird.
Yeah, and the fucking Alex's McDonald's French fry hair.
And Ken's banana hair.
Yep.
Oh man, I think Alex looks great in that game though.
Yeah, I use the nostalgia costume though.
I use the Leo costume.
Oh, Red Earth.
Yeah. The fun, the funny thing to do with that one is if you do the costume code for it, he's just like in a weird like it just takes the lion head off, so it's just
Oh.
Alex's head, but in like some weird boots and like basically his underwear. It
Huh.
just looks really stupid.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever done the costume code on that one.
I just kind of instinctively do it whenever I put a costume on because sometimes they actually make the costumes better. And then there's that weird one with Urian where you have to do a different costume code just to get his like Street Fighter 3 outfit.
Yeah, where you can make him explode out of his clothes.
You pathetic insect.
Fun fact, did you know? Did you know? Uh,
You do that so well.
Urian's English voice actor is also the voice of King Rome from Zelda Breath of the Wild and Age of Calamity.
Wow. I love looking at shared voice actor stuff. It's
Mm-hmm.
like it's so funny.
Also speaking about Street Fighter V, Urian, this is like the main example of how stupid the feet are in particular in that game. If you look at his shoes, they're like normal shoes. But like his naked outfit, those feet don't fit in those.
To his feet just like expand.
Yeah. They do. His normal shoes are like kind of thin, but because of the fucking feet models, they're like the size of a fucking like elephant ear.
Oh god, you can like I'm just looking at the Street Fighter 5 website. It's like you can view his default costume, then you can look at like his battle outfit where he's like barefoot.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah. His
It's
feet are like the exact same size as his shoes.
yeah.
That must hurt.
Ugh,
We gotta get this guy some new shoes.
crunched up in there. I hope he comes back.
I really want. I'm severely missing the Street Fighter 3 representation in 6.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm glad we've got Elena now, but
Finally.
she's nowhere near the most interesting character in that pass.
Right.
Obviously.
I'm so ready for Terry Bogard.
I saw someone on Twitter say, "Can we finally start the debate on whether Terry's a Shoto now or not?"
I don't know.
Because it's like that's been such a topic for years,
I
and I don't
think
really know how to answer it.
I was thinking about this a while. I think about it sometimes. KOF and SNK, sort of like Shoto characters. I wouldn't call them Shotos. I call them like SNK main characters. Because they're similar, but like, oh yeah, Terry's got a fireball. He's got a forward moving attack that you do with quarter circle back, and he's got a DP. But in most games, it's charge down up. When
Yeah,
in like a
his
few
DP is a
games,
charge
it's a
motion.
DP. So it's like
Yeah.
he's not really a Shoto, and those buttons aren't Shotos. He doesn't have a crouching medium kick.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm really intrigued to see how like Street Fighter 6 handles him. 'Cause
Yeah.
there are some people that are debating whether him and Mai will bring any actual KOF mechanics with them.
I doubt it.
Because, like, well, I mean, when they added Akira in Street Fighter 5, they gave her, like, her air combo stuff.
Yeah, but that was like V-skill exclusive, wasn't it?
Yeah,
And there's
It's
no
like-
like V-skills in this.
yeah. I've just seen people saying it's going to be weird seeing KOF characters that have throws attached to both lights, like regular throw
They have a
buttons.
whiff animation.
Yeah, oh.
Oh,
I mean, above anything, I just want to see how they look in the engine.
yeah.
Because it's going to be like the most realistic we've probably ever seen them in a game.
Well, there was the couple live-action KOF movies.
Oh, yeah. Where they got, what's his fucking name? Ray Park to play Rugal. Fucking Darth Maul. Okay.
Fantastic. Hey,
And-
speaking of Terry, do you remember that one KOF All-Star mobile ad?
What, the one where he assaults the three guys?
Yeah. So Terry's on the fucking motorcycle, and he's like, "Okay," and then you see King, Mai, and
Blue
Kula.
Mary.
Oh, Blue,
Oh,
it is.
Kula,
No,
I thought it
it's
was
it's
Blue
King, Kula, and Blue Mary. I think it is actually.
Yeah.
And he just fucking slaps their asses, then slips on a banana peel.
That's not Terry. My goat wouldn't do that.
Oh no! Jesus!
Oh, shit.
Have you seen that? Have you seen him say Jesus and shit?
Yes. Jesus.
It's so good. Oh, Terry. Oh.
Did you ever play KOF All-Star?
Yeah, I was in there.
Yeah, I regrettably got really into it as well.
I quit because I got everybody I wanted.
I quit because because I spent all of my like summons all in one place, and then literally like 2 days later they announced the Street Fighter collab. And I
Oh,
was like, okay, I guess I'll just die.
yeah, I
And then
quit.
I spent ages and ages staying up like so late doing the story mode missions just to get enough summons, and I
Yeah.
never ended up getting a single Street Fighter character. So I was just like, yeah, I'm done.
I quit and then I got back in because they did a Guilty Gear collab.
Oh god, yeah, they did.
Yeah, they did that. They did. I think they did a Seven Deadly Sins collab.
Yeah, they did. And they did a WWE collab.
They did WWE. They also did Dead or Alive.
How did that get all the fighting game collabs? Why did it have to be a mobile game, man? Oh,
I don't know. I wish it was real game.
it's so sad that. I mean, obviously we've got like Terry and Street Fighter 6 now, but it's so sad that like Kyo and Ryu meeting for the first time in like 20 years, and it was in a mobile game.
Yeah,
It's just like,
it's sad. I
And
think.
then they did a separate Street Fighter 6 collab as well.
Yeah,
like-
I think. Yeah. So they've got SF5 Luke and SF6 Luke, I think.
I mean, I've never met anyone that thinks SF5 Luke is better.
Right. Yeah, I don't like that one.
SF5 Luke is such a weird design.
He hurts to look at.
Yeah,
He seems cold and spiky.
I get it. I agree. And it hurts even more because it's like they knew they could get away with making such a whatever design because they made him the best character in the game just on purpose. They're like, we don't need to make this guy cool. He just has to have like the best version of every move in the game, and he'll break the tournament scene. But don't worry, because there's a new game coming out.
He got his tattoos removed.
Yeah,
He got them
He straightened up.
removed.
good for him.
Hey, Luke. What happened to all those stars on your forearm? I don't know what you're talking about. Hey, check this out. And then he does some shit. I don't know.
He does his fruity little dance that he does when he gets a perfect.
Fucking no. He does a quarter circle forward K. The fucking run.
Little shimmy he does
Yeah, he
towards
just
you.
does that a few times.
See that in an alleyway at 3 a.m. coming towards you. Oh shit, I'm gonna get overheaded. Oh shit. What do we do? Street Fighter 6 Luke is... I think they actually improved his gameplay like a lot.
Really?
I mean, he's still clearly overpowered, which is a problem. But it's like, I think they made him a little bit more interesting. I'm still never gonna play the guy, but it's like,
Damn.
at least he's a little bit more interesting to look at.
I liked him. I liked playing him a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I played a ton of him in the demo that came out, just because I needed my Street Fighter 6 fix before the game came out, and you could only play as Luke and Ryu, so I just, me and my girlfriend would just go back and forth over and over again, just as those two, for like hours on hours. So by the time the actual game came out, we just knew everything about them.
Wow.
And thankfully, nothing changed. So it was, I mean, unlike, I don't know if you ever saw my tweet from the Mortal Kombat 1 beta. Not even the Mortal Kombat 1 beta, from when that game came out, and I bought it at full price, which, you know, that's a whole separate issue. Yeah. But but the day that I bought it, my whole flat's internet was gone, so I couldn't connect to any servers to download the like day one patch. So I was stuck on basically the the shitty launch version. But it didn't matter because I was in training mode with Scorpion, and I was figuring out like some of the coolest shit I've ever done in any Mortal Kombat game. It was like, and I was like, dude, they've actually made Mortal Kombat cool again. I was like tweeting out, I was showing it off, I was practicing all these badass combos, and then like a day later, my internet comes back, so I finally get to play the full game. And so, and then my girlfriend's over, and I'm like, "Oh man, I gotta show you all of these cool ass Scorpion combos I do." The day one patch installs, none of them work. Like nothing works. All of the cool shit I had is just gone. Everything was gutted. Like,
I feel like that's a NetherRealm classic.
Yeah, just take the fun shit out as time goes on.
Yeah.
Like, Mortal Kombat 9, fucking fun as hell. Characters have infinites in that game. Like, everything's plus, everything, you can just mash city, it's fun as hell, it's so chaotic. Mortal Kombat X is, like, actually such a god tier fighting game to play, because of how long combos can go on for, how much stuff you can do, how much everything works. And then Mortal Kombat 11 is, like, it's like watching Mortal Kombat X fucking, like, chained up 50 billion times. It's like, you can basically see the developers like laughing maniacally at just how much shit they took out of that game. Like, forcing you to have Scorpion's spear stun you only if you burn meter.
That's weird.
Which, like,
that sucks.
That's literally been a staple of his fucking moveset since the first game
for like
ever in the series.
Years.
Yeah. You could stun with his spear.
You know,
just for free, and you get a combo after it, and then in MK11 you burn meter for it. It's like, no, and you only get 2 bars of meter. It's like, what are you doing?
Some freaks online will say that Mortal Kombat is woke because the girls their titties aren't out. But
because they're not dressed
Mortal
like
Kombat's
inflatable
woke
dolls.
Because they made it not fun.
Exactly.
That's like
damn leftists taking out my meter burns in Mortal Kombat.
This is gonna make me sound fucking crazy, but them getting rid of Scorpion Spear working how it always did, that's woke. That's the real issue. Yeah, like, seriously.
Like, yeah, these females have censored design, sure, but did you see how fucking unsafe Scorpion's Spear is now?
Look at what they did to him.
Meter on it.
Look at what they did.
Where's all the Twitter outrage for that? But then in Mortal Kombat 1, they made it so you don't need meter anymore, and they actually like made Scorpion a fun character again. It's just unfortunately he's the only fun character, and they kind of slowly euthanized everything else about the game that was fun, out.
It's because it's a different universe.
I bought that game at full price on day one.
So, here's one of the questions I was going to ask you. Did you ever like Mortal Kombat?
Yes. Oh my god! Don't get me started. I'm gonna start like crying, going back to my old wartime tales. Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 is literally like, it's a top 3 fighting game of all time. In fact, behind Third Strike, I'd probably say it's the second best fighting game of all time. That was the first fighting game I ever played. I played the shit out of it. arcade, Super Nintendo, like PlayStation 1, everything. I mean, the version that I played the most was on the DS, which is like the best
Haha!
portable fighting game ever. I bought a copy of it a few weeks ago. It's still just as good. It's
Wow.
such a badass fucking game, and it could just be nostalgia playing into it, but it just feels so right. It
Yeah,
feels
yeah.
so good. It's probably my most played fighting game ever, just because I've been playing it for basically as long as I could pick up a controller.
Wow.
And every Mortal Kombat game since then, I've been hoping would capture that feeling, would just capture Mortal Kombat 3 again. And Mortal Kombat 9 got pretty close. It wasn't quite there, but it was like you could feel the passion in there. It felt like a Mortal Kombat game. It felt like
Hmm.
they were honoring the series, and it was fun. And then Mortal Kombat X is like, yeah, there's some weird stylistic choices. Like it's kind of an ugly looking game, like by today's standards.
Yeah.
Everyone's really sweaty for some reason.
It's they get scaly skin when they get sweaty.
Yeah, it's weird, but it's like the core gameplay is badass. It's fun. It's awesome. So much shit you can do. It's like it felt like they made it knowing how cool of a game it was. And then Mortal Kombat 11, it was like Mortal Kombat 11 was a weird one for me because I also bought it on day one just because I was still in my phase of like diehard Mortal Kombat fanatic from my
Hmm.
childhood, thinking that Mortal Kombat was the greatest fighting game ever. Before I converted to Street Fighterism, so I bought MK11 day one, and I thought I was blinded, and I was like, oh my god, this is the best fighting game ever made. Just because I didn't have much standards back then. Um, and then when content for MK11 dried up, and they just stopped releasing shit for it, I was like, damn, I need more fighting games. And I downloaded Street Fighter 5 and installed it and played it for the first time. And literally within like 10 minutes of playing that game, it was it was the Danny DeVito gift that I get it now.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like
yeah.
that was me. It was like
Yep.
everything was unlocked. It was like, oh my god, what have I been missing out on?
Yep.
And
Yep.
then I'd go back to MK11 occasionally, have a decent enough time with it, but it was like I'd always be hankering for that layered gameplay of Street Fighter.
Hmm.
Um, and then yeah, I got more into Street Fighter. Street Fighter became my religion. Um, Mortal Kombat faded more into the background, and then MK1 came out. Well, MK1 got announced, and I was like, just please let this like bring back like the MKX source. And then it did. It's just also like one of the most creatively bankrupt like predatory fighting games that's ever existed.
Mm.
Like yeah, let's charge £10 for a single skin.
Yep.
Let's lock most of the interesting skins like behind a Fortnite item shop. Oh, and then let's also make the one standout new feature of our game be a fucking party board game mode where you like walk at half a mile an hour across a massive expansive map and do CPU fights one after another
Hmm.
for like 8 hours, and then you get a skin for a
Hmm.
character that you might not use. But it
Hmm.
goes away in like a month, so you know, FOMO, don't want to miss it.
Oh.
And then those skins leave the rotation, and everyone thinks, oh no, FOMO. Oh well, I guess that just means I've got to play the next one for sure, so I can definitely get this skin and not miss out on the next one. And then NetherRealm goes, whoopsie, we're going to put the skins in the shop anyway. Just pay $10 for them, so there's no point playing the new mode anyway, because the skins will just come out later anyway. And it's like, thanks, Warner Brothers.
Hey, hey, they're struggling. They gotta get every dollar that they can get.
I know. I don't even really blame. I don't even really blame NetherRealm for a lot of the issues. It's just Warner Brothers.
Yep.
They're such a shitty predatory company. You can feel it in Multiverses as well.
Mm-hmm. I was gonna say.
But yeah, oh, don't get me started on that because it's probably going to wind up being the same tale with Mortal Kombat 11 as with Multiverses. Because at the moment, I think Multiverses is fun as shit.
It's
Like
alright.
it's not as fun as the beta,
I
but
never played the beta.
exclusively playing Tom and Jerry in that game like I am at the moment, like they're fun as hell.
Well,
It's so fun just pissing people off and spamming projectiles everywhere across the map, not letting anyone get in on you, hitting them with a paddle ball. It's like it's fun. The core stuff that made it fun is still there. It's a platform fighter. It's gonna be fun, but it's like there's just so much like you can feel like the hot breath of Warner Brothers just breathing down the neck of that game. It's so horrible. Like the did you see the Jason masks?
For the other
Jason
characters.
Mask skins.
Yeah. And then there's
They're like,
the Joker for the Joker t-shirts.
yeah. Well, I mean, at least you get those for free for some characters, but it's like they actually had the audacity to be like, hey, we're gonna take the character's just existing default model, stretch a Jason Voorhees mask over it. $15, please.
Ooh, is that expensive?
Yep, it's $15.
Oh.
And then the funniest thing was, I saw this on Twitter earlier. Apparently, someone asked the lead developer on Discord about it. They were like, "Yeah, this is bullshit. Please take this out of the game." And the developer was like, "Oh, that's a mistake. They shouldn't be priced like that. We're looking into this." It's like, sure, buddy.
That's yep.
Yeah, I'm sure it was a mistake. It's like how the Rifts mode, which I mean, like, but like
Resident Sleeper.
Yeah, but it's like the main thing that you're expected to do in that game. It's like what all the rewards are made to be like getting you better at.
Yeah.
But you can run out of lives in it.
I didn't even
pay.
know.
You have to pay to get the lives back.
That's
when
is this game on mobile?
No, that's the thing. It feels like a mobile game disguised as a fighting game. But the same thing happened as it did with the Jason masks, where someone was like, "Yeah, this is like fucking atrocious. Don't make us have to pay to get our lives back in a single player mode in a fighting game." And the developer's like, "Oh, that was a mistake. We're looking into this."
We're looking into this. We're looking into this.
They're going to be saying that for the next like year.
Interesting.
Before the game has fallen down to less than 100 players and gets taken offline again.
I'm looking into this. Looking into this. Did you ever see the full leak list of all the characters that are supposed to be in that game?
Dude, I saw that one of them was Scorpion, and I jumped up out of my chair and started whooping.
Right.
That the possibility of Scorpion being in that game is one of the only things keeping me involved in it.
Yeah, I want to play as Scorpion in a Smash Bros. Game.
You don't understand, dude.
He's gonna be so cool.
I made fucking campaigns about getting Scorpion in Smash. Like, that is my number one most wanted character, and I know it's never gonna happen because Japan hates Mortal Kombat. But it's like, if we can get him in multiverses, that's like almost
it's good enough.
Okay enough.
Yeah.
Like, I'll take it. It's kind of a do-over. It's if they actually add him into multiverses, he's the only character I'm playing. Like, I'm buying every cosmetic that comes out for him.
Yeah.
Like, my free will and my hatred for Warner Brothers will evaporate out of my body the second they start adding in cool Scorpion skins.
It's kind of what I was thinking about doing too, honestly. Like, I want to get Scorpion, but I also want to get, because they say Godzilla's going to be in it, which might be cool.
Oh, dude.
Agent Smith should be coming out like next month, and I want to see what he's up, like what's up with him.
His gameplay got leaked.
I didn't see it.
A few weeks ago, there was like some like in development gameplay of him from one of the multiverses leakers.
I'll have to look it up.
But according to the developers, they have like 40 characters, like planned, like in a big list that they're going down that are like either in development or pretty much ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna be honest, I don't think the game's surviving long enough for that.
I don't know. I feel like it'll be around. It's pretty populated.
It is, but it's like, hang on, what's it at on Steam charts at the moment?
I don't know, but it's free.
15,000.
What? That's pretty good.
It's fine, but how much was it at in May when it came out?
I don't know.
Dude, it had a peak player count in April of 114,000. Like, and yeah, there's the arguments that like it's a free game or like every fighting game does that, but the rate at which it dropped off is insane.
Well, you know, when the game comes out and then you say, "Thanks for playing the beta, guys," and then go offline for like a year.
Yeah,
that's probably gonna happen.
It was actually a beta. Enjoy not having your stuff you paid £60 for a whole year.
You know what? I thought that Pickle Rick came out in the beta. I thought he was playable.
Was he not?
I don't think he was.
I thought he had like an actual I thought he had like splash art and stuff. What?
He has like stuff, because I remember hearing about like the one thing I heard about in that like leak was that Pickle Rick specifically had voice lines talking to Ruby from Ruby.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Which, yeah, I want to play as Ruby, but like, don't you guys not own that anymore?
Yeah, I swear Warner Brothers shut down Rooster Teeth.
They shut down Rooster Teeth, and I think the people who owned Ruby got the rights to Ruby back from Warner Brothers, is what I've heard. So,
Maybe-
like, Ruby's not even, like, that's a guest character, then.
I don't know. Maybe Warner Brothers just threw like $1 billion in sacks of cash on the creators' doorsteps, and were like, "Please,
Can we
please
still
give us
have
your character
our
again,
multiverses?"
please." But yeah, I think if they hadn't just shut the game off for a whole year, there would probably be a lot more excitement for it, and it probably would have maintained a lot of players.
Yeah,
I
for
think.
sure.
I mean, it doesn't help as well that a bunch of the shit people had in the beta is just missing.
That's weird. That's so fucked up.
Like they had, you said you didn't play in the beta, but they had gold as like the main currency of the game, that you used to buy like characters and perks, and it was all unified under one currency.
Yeah.
And they were like, the moment they took the game offline, they were like, "Oh no, don't worry, all your gold will still be there when when the game gets put back online." And so then the game gets put back online, gold is nowhere to be seen, and they're like, "Oh, here's a 4-tiered currency system where everything is split into a different currency now." And so everyone's like, "Okay, but what happened to the gold that we could use to buy the characters?" And they're like, "Oh, you can have a badge as a stat on your profile that tells you how much gold you had during the beta, and that's all we'll give you."
Oh
I think it's called like the Power Within or something. And literally all that badge does is tell you how much it shows off to other players how much gold you had during the beta. There's no use for the gold. You didn't get any of it converted into anything else.
This is a disaster.
So it's just a stat that's like, "Hey, look at all this money I used to have."
Jesus.
Yeah, it sucks.
Oh well.
Oh well. Game is fun enough. I'll keep playing it until they add Scorpion, or if it gets shut down like 2 years from now.
Yeah. So I don't even know how to walk into this. So I'll just start it with something else that's related to it. Why did they make Link look like that in Smash Wii U?
What do you mean?
He looks awful. Terrible. So like
Okay,
on
I'm
the
gonna need to
3DS,
reevaluate
it was
this now.
just the Twilight Princess model. It's like, yeah, awesome. I like that. It looks good. And his fucking art and all of his CGI appearances, he looked pretty great. And then he just looks terrible in the Wii U version specifically.
Okay, I need to look this up. Hang on a minute.
It's god awful. I've
This is
tweeted
such
about it like a
this is
billion
a specific
times.
pet peeve. I've never heard of this before.
It's so bad. I look at him and it's like his eyes are like way too small and super far apart. His hair looks gross.
Oh,
It's
okay.
like-
I kind of see what you mean.
And like you literally look at the 3DS version compared to the Wii U version and they're different characters.
Okay, let me look up the 3DS version.
He's literally just a Brawl model on the 3DS.
Oh my god, yeah, he actually looks better in the 3DS version. What?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
It's awful.
Okay, I think the problem with the Wii U version, I think it's the eyes. His eyes look like they're too far apart, and they look like they've been tilted inwards, like 45 degrees on like the Mii Maker or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I see what you mean though.
It's awful.
Well, how do you feel about him in Ultimate then? Do you think he was improved?
He's alright.
That's your consensus on Ultimate Link.
Yeah, I don't know.
I actually think he looks a bit better in Ultimate. They were clearly going for his Breath of the Wild face.
yeah.
Which,
And
you know,
that
Breath of the Wild Link is best Link. But like,
Yeah, and they did it. And they did it. They really did it. I don't know. I've just kind of gotten overexposed to Breath of the Wild Link, really.
I mean, you're never going to hear me complaining about that, but like...
you know. I don't know. I think about Smash Bros. And how much it's changed characters and looks and stuff like that. And I just wish that they could do that thing that some SNK games did, where there's EX versions of the characters. So you'd like press start or something, and it's their old moveset.
Yeah, Street Fighter 2 Turbo did that. You used to be able to play the vanilla Street Fighter 2 versions
Yeah,
of the
OG
characters.
Sagat!
Yeah, OG Sagat was broken.
Yeah. I remember that now. And in Ultra Street Fighter 4, they did that too.
Yeah, the version select. And you could play vanilla Sagat again.
Yeah.
Who could do like 70% with one combo.
Yeah. Yeah, I wish they would do that, because then it's like, okay, we got the cool, the new updated Link, but then here's Brawl Link,
Yeah.
I think that'd be cool.
Like, there's one example I just had. Like, give me, like, Melee Luigi, when he was literally just, like, Mario, but his voice was pitched up.
Yeah. Which always kind of bugged me, because, like, didn't Luigi's Mansion come out before Melee?
Yeah.
And even then, he had a different voice in a few N64 games.
Yeah, I don't know. It was probably just time constraints, because Sakurai, like, very nearly killed himself while working on it.
Yeah, but, like...
That guy used to sleep in his office to get it done.
But it's also like, what? Like,
Yeah.
what?
I think...
Whatever.
Yeah. The one thing I will say about Smash, it has easily the best looking versions of Ryu and Ken.
Yeah.
Like,
Smash 4 Ryu
Smash
is
Ultimate
great,
Ken.
and Smash Ultimate Ken's good.
Smash Ultimate Ken looks better than he has in 4, 5, and arguably 6.
Yeah, he's...
Like, it's insane.
It's the best 3D model we've gotten of that little dude.
Yeah. And Ryu actually, like, kind of looks Asian.
Yeah.
Which is a rarity for...
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I love Street Fighter 6 Ryu, but I don't know. Kind of looks like a dude.
He's so wide.
He's a fridge.
Yeah.
Fridge dude. That's what Capcom does to their protagonists. I've seen like charts of this made online. I talk about it all the time. It's like the way that Capcom decides to evolve their male protagonists is to either make them look homeless or make them built like a fridge. Like Ken gets homeless and a beard. Dante gets homeless and a beard. Chris Redfield gets built like a tank.
Leon in 6 kind of looks scruffy.
Yeah, they gave him like stubble and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just that's what they do with their characters, and now they're doing it with Bison as well. He's homeless.
And then all the women just look the same.
Yep. The women are too sacred.
It's so funny how that one fucking Resident Evil movie has all the updated models of all the Resident Evil characters, except Jill. She looks like how she did in
It's Resident Evil 3, Jill.
Huh.
Yeah.
Something must be going on in there.
It's even funnier as well, because you're talking about the most recent movie, aren't you? The animated one that used the remake Jill design. Yeah. That's meant to be like post Resident Evil 5, isn't it?
I don't know. I know it's supposed to be like later.
I think it's meant to be post, like after Resident Evil 5, after she's been like controlled by Wesker and she's still recovering from it, because she has like the scar on her chest from where the mind control thing was. But it's like, why does she just go back to looking exactly how she looked 2 games prior?
Because it keeps you young forever.
Yeah. Wesker was actually just working on a de-aging virus.
Yeah, it got a little frisky though.
Good on you, Albert.
It was a little spicy.
Go on.
So, you made an image one time.
Please don't be the image that I think you're thinking about. If you say one word about Fire Emblem,
I was gonna talk about that.
I've changed. I don't want Fire Emblem fans to be happy anymore.
Listen, hey, it's all right. It's just a mark on your card. It's just a mark on your permanent record.
I'm older and I'm bitter. I don't want Fire Emblem fans to be happy anymore.
I talked about it.
I've said my comment.
I think I talked about it on a few episodes back.
Wow.
But I don't know.
I mean, it is probably the most notoriety I'm ever going to have on the internet. So.
Well, other than you drawing everybody's profile pictures if Tomodachi Life comes out.
Yeah, and it's still I'm still waiting.
Come on. This time. The
I mean,
last
apparently
Nintendo Switch Direct.
Apparently it's on the 18th, because Among Us leaked it.
Yeah, I totally forgot about that. Thank you,
Yeah.
Among Us.
Thank you, Among Us. That's Sothis tweet, the Fire Emblem tweet. It's at 20,000 likes.
Wow.
I actually think my tweet about the Peacemaker animation in Mortal Kombat got more likes.
Oh, right.
But I deleted that for obvious reasons.
Yeah, and because of that, because of the reaction to that, I don't think I ever want to buy another Mortal Kombat game.
I mean, you can't blame NetherRealm for their fans, but it's like it did sour me on the series quite a bit.
Yeah, like
It's
I always knew that Mortal Kombat was kind of a shitty fan base.
the funniest thing I've ever heard.
Toxic.
I still quote it to this day. The funniest thing I've ever heard about Mortal Kombat is someone said that Mortal Kombat is made entirely for your coworker that has a picture of a car as their lock screen. It's like, yeah, that just is Mortal Kombat fans.
I can't believe it. You're so right. It's the FIFA guys. It's the FIFA and COD guys.
They get so pissed when you say that Mortal Kombat is like the COD of fighting games, but it just is.
Kind of, yeah.
It's just like, they come out with one game like every 2 or 3 years. It's pretty much just the same as the previous one with a few revisions. The fans are like die-hard obsessives that refuse to take any criticisms. It's loaded with microtransactions. It's made by a shitty predatory company. It's like, it's ticking all the boxes.
Yep.
But you can't say that because then you get told that your artwork sucks and you get death threats sent to your account. Because, you know, all I said was that Peacemaker shoots his gun a little bit stiffly and provided examples as to how it could be done better. And then Mortal Kombat fans decide to go to my account and find this animation that I did fucking in an afternoon on Blender as practice. And they go, oh, this is shit. Don't dish it out if you can't take it.
It does look bad. His gun shooting looks terrible.
He shoots like he's never held a gun before.
I don't give a fuck if it was some kind of fucking... If John Cena himself mo-capped up to, like, you know, shoot
That's
the fucking
thing
gun.
As well. All the fans defending it, they're like, yeah, but that's how he shoots in the show. It's only accurate to the show.
It looks shitty.
Like, I don't care. It still looks shit.
It looks bad.
Like, I don't care if it's a reference. It's bad.
Oh, it looks so bad.
Animate your fighting game characters like they're in a fighting game.
It's
I want
so
to play them like
funny.
I'm in a fighting game, not like I'm just watching them in a show. Oh.
I remember that fucking Rooflemonger was like, oh no, but it's real. Like, shut up, dude.
Yeah, the fact that I got ratioed by Rooflemonger, like, come on.
Like, dude, are you for real? You've played fucking fighting games before. Look at Cable.
No, I think one of the things that Rooflemonger said in his retweet, he was like, oh, people get so mad at Mortal Kombat for just like anything nowadays. It's just like free interactions. It's like, no, we get mad at them for a pretty reasonable thing.
Yeah.
It's like, if fans are allowed to just obsessively defend the games, we are also allowed to like poke fun at it once. I think part of it as well is because it was when Peacemaker's trailer came out. That's where I found the gun shooting animation from.
Yeah.
And in the like follow up to that tweet, I was like, yeah, this character looks boring as shit as well. And Mortal Kombat fans were like, no, he doesn't look bad. He looks peak because he does the thing that he did in the show, and that means he's a good character. Because I like references and nothing else. I'm a Mortal Kombat fan. I swear that's all Mortal Kombat fans want. It's like, I always notice that when I look in the, like, you look at the replies in like when Street Fighter reveals a character on Twitter. You look at all the replies and people are like, oh dude, that new move looks sick, or like, oh man, this new design is awesome, like, oh, how's he gonna play in World Tour, like, oh, I can't wait to meet him stuff. Like, people are actually talking about the character.
Yeah.
And then you look in the replies when a Mortal Kombat character gets announced, and 50% of the replies are, oh my god, he did the move from the thing and his fatality is so gross. And then the other half is, oh, where's this character?
Exactly, I was gonna say, where is Melina?
Where's Melina? She's a scantily clad female. I need her in my fighting game so I can look at her and never play her.
That's all they want. They just want like the characters to be in the game so they can say the characters in the game.
Yeah.
And to make like fan cams of them and shit. They don't actually want to play. I'm convinced that 90% of Mortal Kombat fans don't even play the game.
Well, yeah. I mean, you get most of it just by looking it up on YouTube.
Literally, the biggest Mortal Kombat experience you can get is playing the story mode and then watching a fatality
All
compilation. and shit, and
fatalities.
You've done it. You've done it. You've beaten every Mortal Kombat game.
I didn't even care to look up the story this time.
I haven't seen it. I've heard a lot about it. It's just multiverse shit.
I love the multiverse. I love the multiverse.
Because the funniest thing about it is, I remember I think it was Zero Punctuation mentioned it the way that he described it. He said they marketed the whole game around how it's like a reset universe and that like everything's new and like all the characters are changed in different ways. And then the story mode is a fighting tournament, and also Shang Tsung is working behind the scenes, and Scorpion is a villain. It's like, wow, it was really worth it, guys. Like, most of the changes they made to the characters felt like they were just done so they could say the characters were different and have actually no bearing on their gameplay.
Yeah.
Like, oh, dude, Reptile is, like, a hero now, and he can switch between his lizard and his human form. It's like, yeah, he did lizard moves as a human 30 years ago, and it looked way cooler. Like, good job, NetherRealm. But no, I commented on it, the thing we were saying before as well, about the Fatality compilations, because when they put out the teaser trailer for Homelander, the teaser, it was literally like 30 seconds long,
Yep.
but it had both of his fatalities in it.
Yep.
So I was like, you've just given Mortal Kombat fans what they need.
Yeah, and that's
Like,
it.
there's no reason
Really.
to play the character now.
God, that the past those new characters kind of suck.
The only one I bought and the only one I actually really cared about was Omni-Man, because
Yeah.
Invincible is great, but I tried him, and admittedly, he was cool as hell, but it and I said it on Twitter as well, it suffers from the same thing. It's how Mortal Kombat gets you. It's that the characters are really, really fun for about an hour, and then you figured out everything you can with them. Like, you figured out every bit of tech with them, you figured out every interesting thing, and every match from then on is just going to be you doing the same thing over and over again.
Yeah.
And that's why modern Mortal Kombat sucks.
Yeah.
Like, they trick you into thinking that the characters have more depth, and then they don't.
Yeah.
But then Homelander's gameplay trailer actually drops, and like 90% of his moves are just standing still and shooting a laser out of his eyes.
That's what he. Oh, but that's what he does, though.
That's what he does in the show! It's only accurate, guys!
He's a Superman clone. That's what he's meant to be.
Mortal Kombat fans are just so easy.
Takeda
So
better
easy
be
to please.
Fucking cool, man. Takeda better be fucking cool, or I'm gonna be pissed.
I feel like Takeda is the one character they can't fuck up, because he's the one everyone wants to see
Yeah.
done right, because it's his big comeback. If they mess up Takeda, I think like
It's over.
MK1 is done.
It's over. It's taken
Yeah.
a long time for these characters to come out.
Literally, like,
I mean,
Street Fighter 6 has gone through. Well, the Street Fighter 6 will have gone through one whole character pass, and their first character for the second one will have come out in the time it's taken Mortal Kombat to finish one of them.
and Guilty Gear would have done 2 passes.
And yeah, and we don't talk about Tekken. That's only on its second character.
Lydia.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you were around during the big hype period and release period of Smash 4, right?
I was, but I was like 13 years old, so I can't say I was that invested in the hype culture as
Damn.
some others.
I
But I do remember a lot of it. I remember seeing the reveal trailer for it.
Yeah.
I
I was blown
when
away.
I came home one day on my 3DS, I booted up the eShop,
Yep.
and there was suddenly like a big section of a bunch of new trailers
Yep.
that had dropped, and it was for like Mario Kart 8 and Mario 3D World.
I
And then,
watched.
like, Smash 4. I was like, what?
I watched those trailers so much on my 3DS.
The bit that used to get me the most, I was like 13, so I didn't quite get it, but I still thought it was the coolest shit ever. The bit when it starts off on the 3DS, and then Mario like sheds his skin and goes all HD.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, like this is the best video games are ever gonna look like. This is peak.
I remember watching the gameplay demonstration over and over and over again, just because I wanted more 3DS footage.
I still own my copy of Smash on the 3DS. It's such a weird game.
I got them. I got them both. I still own both of them. Well, I don't know if I'll own the Wii U version for very long, but because
Well, the Wii U version of Smash is one of the 3 Wii U games I still own.
I
But I
still own
basically
all my
only got
Wii U
it so I could put a
games.
mod pack on it.
I still have all my Wii U games.
I sold all of mine because I was a stupid 13-year-old and
Uh,
needed quick money. And
uh,
now I'm a depressed adult that is pining over my glory years, and so I'm buying them all back.
I
Well,
I am
yeah.
like, oh, I'm very conflicted on what I want to do with my Wii U.
I got mine sitting next to me right now, collecting dust.
Yeah, it's
That was me slapping it.
my mom put it in some box uh, after I moved out, but I don't know if I want to keep it because like all of the games that I want to play, I have on the Switch,
Yeah, they're all. Yeah,
and then
that's.
I remember booting up the Wii U a few years ago because I was like, "Oh, it'll be fun to like go through the memories, see what else I got on here, it'll be fun." And as I was doing it, I just felt this horrible, terrible feeling, this dread. It was awful. I'm like, I don't think I
I
want
think
to ever
it.
turn this thing on again.
I think it feels the worst for me now that Miiverse is shut down.
Yeah, I didn't.
Because it's like the best part about booting up the Wii U was the big plaza on the top screen,
Yeah, the
and you'd see what everyone had been drawing that day, and there'd be like stupid doodles and stuff. But it's like now, whenever I turn my Wii U on, it's like the TV screen just looks like a graveyard.
yeah,
It's just like all of these soulless Nintendo Mii's telling you about how you can change the clock in the System Shock.
I can't. I didn't even get to download all my Miiverse posts, and now the Archiveverse website's been down for like 3 years now.
Has it?
Yeah,
No.
it's because they like switched some like HTML stuff or something, and they're like, "Yeah, we'll work on it, but it's gonna be gone for a long time."
Oh.
Now, I think you can still view some stuff on the Wayback Machine, but it's not as much as Archiveverse had.
Yeah.
Because when I can look at my profile on the Wayback Machine, but it didn't have like as much as Archiveverse did.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Yeah. I treasure all of my old Miiverse posts so much.
I was,
It's because of how bad they are.
yeah,
Because of how stupid and young I was.
I like, that's why I like keeping that kind of dumb stuff around, because I like laughing at my old self.
You can witness. I always bring this up. You can view my old Miiverse posts and witness my bisexual awakening happen in real time. When I found out that Cloud existed in Smash.
That's awesome.
And you can find a bunch of my Miiverse posts where I'm like, oh my god, dude, Cloud is so awesome. Like, oh my god, he's such a cool character. No, I don't think he's cute. You're the weird one.
That's awesome. That's so awesome.
But I am embarrassed to say that Cloud is what made me realize that boys are pretty cool.
That's cool. That's not a bad one.
Yeah.
But wow. I mean, the 2016, 2015 sort of community. Oof. They did not age well.
I miss the YouTube community on Miiverse.
Yeah.
Because for some reason it had its own section, but no one actually used it for YouTube. It was just
No.
like the Wild West of Miiverse.
Yeah, it was
It's
just
where you'd go to find like either people just telling you about their days, like venting about emotional issues, and then occasionally like some Japanese artist drawing the most beautiful thing you've ever
Yep.
seen on a Wii U gamepad.
Yep. Yeah, I don't know. It's just funny to me because back then I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go to tournaments. I'm gonna be so awesome. I'm gonna be the best guy ever. I'm gonna be Zero, dude. I'm gonna be the best."
Oh no.
And I am very thankful that I never went to a Smash tournament back then because most of the people that got outed as pedophiles and sexual harassers and assaulters and just criminals
I was gonna
were
say,
from the
over
Wii U
last,
era.
over the last 5 or 6 years, saying I want to be a competitive Smash professional has taken on a very different meaning. It is not desirable anymore.
No way. No fucking way. Ugh. I was so deep in there. Like, I was on Smash boards.
Damn.
Like, particularly during the Ultimate hype cycle and DLC, I was fucking in there. Deep in there. And,
My my curse is that I always want to play fighting games professionally, but there's never that one character that sticks with me enough
yeah.
that I feel like I could. I feel like every time a new fighting game comes out, I'm always like, oh, if they add X, then like I'm becoming a competitive player,
Yeah.
and it's like that's gonna be my moment. It was Scorpion and Multiversus and Smash. It's Dudley and Street Fighter 6. It's like any of those get added. It's like I'm there. I'm finally learning. I said it with Nickelodeon All Star Brawl. I was like, oh dude, if they add Garfield to this game, like I'm becoming a competitive Garfield man. But then Nickelodeon All Star Brawl came out, and it was a big old pile of shit. So
Aw, you
that
don't
dream
like
died
it?
quite quickly. I have so many just abhorrent feelings about Nick All Star Brawl. I don't hate the devs. I don't think it's a like an awful atrocity. I think the price that they charged for how bare bones of a game it is was ridiculous.
Okay.
And I couldn't get along with the way that it felt and the way it animated. It just felt so
Interesting.
amateurish.
I get
Which I mean, like it is because it's an indie team, but it's like I don't know because the devs I forgot what the devs
Ludosity.
names are, but they made a bunch of other fighting games that were like they were solid.
Well, I
I
thought they only
remember.
made Slap City. That was their only
Yeah,
other
Slap
fighting
City,
game.
but apparently that was really good, and so everyone was like, "Those guys making Nick All Star Brawl, like, oh, it's gonna be peak." But it was like, the more that I mean, you can read all about this. Shamelessly plugging. I wrote a Steam review that like blew up. That's like 4 paragraphs long,
Whoa.
just about like why I have so many issues with Nick All Star Brawl. It's got like 109 like helpful
Wow.
upvotes and stuff. But it was just like, I think the problem I had with Nick All Star Brawl was that it felt like it was trying to appeal too hard to the Smash fan base and not just try and be a fun game in its own right.
Interesting.
It was like you could tell from the way that the devs were talking about it and the people that they were getting to promote it that they were clearly like going for the competitive Smash, like the melee crowd,
Mm-hmm.
with all the mechanics they were adding in and the fact that they kept getting like Hungry Box to shill it and stuff. But it was like, I felt like that alienated a lot of the kids that would probably be playing it the most.
Mm-hmm.
It's like kids aren't gonna know what wave dashing is. Kids aren't gonna know like all of this insane tech. And so it felt like it was trying to appeal to everyone, but it just ended up not really appealing to anyone.
Yeah. I guess I understand that. I thought it was pretty fun. I thought that I liked the first one a little bit more than the second one because the second one is they smashified it.
I genuinely forgot the second one even came out. It feels like it just existed one day.
I like the air dash. I like just the dashes in the first game. I like how you can grab projectiles. I think that's really unique. I like how you can air
I forgot you
grab.
could do that.
I think that's really cool. And then the second game, like, yeah, it's got Roman cancels, it's got EX moves, it's got supers. That's really cool. But it got rid of air grabs. It got rid of, like, air dashes and stuff. And it made it more like Smash. They're literally like, yeah, you can do, look, you wave dash, and, it's like wave dashing, and directional air dodge like Smash Bros, and then a bubble shield like Smash Bros, and it's like, yeah, but that's kind of what I don't like about Smash.
Yeah, I've just gone on Steam charts to view the live player numbers for Nick All Star Brawl 2. I want you to guess how many people you think are currently playing Nick All Star Brawl 2.
5?
Teeny bit higher.
Oh, 6.
Okay, I bet.
10?
Yeah,
Well,
there are 10 people on that game at the moment.
that's a friend group, you know?
It's like a Discord call playing it right now.
Yeah, they're making a video.
And the amount of people on the first one is
0.
3.
Uh,
That's oh man.
they still got a DLC character to release for 2.
Do they?
Yeah, they went Mr. Krabs. Zuko just came out like a few months ago, and what's his name? Eero, the grandpa, uncle,
Oh yeah.
Uncle Eero, which is weird.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's kind of weird that they put him in, but whatever.
I mean, I'm sure all the 6 people that are playing are going to be ecstatic.
I think that they should put Pig, Goat, Banana Cricket in there, or the Breadwinners.
They need to get more obscure with it, I think.
They need to put.
They need to appeal to all the eras. It felt like a lot of the characters that they chose in the first one and the second one were like, I don't know, some of them felt like meme pics. Like Hugh Neutron, it's like funny, but like
Yeah.
I just felt like they were appealing to the Twitter meme crowd rather than actually
Yeah.
adding in like fan favorites.
Yeah. And it's weird that they got rid of a bunch of the first cast.
Yeah, I mean, thankfully they didn't get rid of Garfield.
It's like, why? Why?
Yeah.
That's so weird. It's like, oh, well, it's like Smash Bros. You delete the characters. Go fuck yourself.
It's like, yeah, that's what Smash did like 15 years ago.
Yeah.
It's not really what you do in fighting games nowadays.
Not anymore.
Especially when it's basically just a spruced up version of existing game.
Yeah, when you
It's
just
not like
fucking-
new Street Fighter games where they're basically built on different engines
Yeah.
and they're going for a completely different thing every time.
There's a
Nick All-Star
difference-
Brawl 2 was just an expansion, basically.
There's a difference between changing engines and art styles.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, great, huge examples. Under Night in Birth and Grand Blue Fantasy versus. Uni 2 has every character from the last game, plus a few more, and more coming out throughout this year and next year. Grand Blue Fantasy Versus has every character from the last game, a few new ones, and is halfway through their season pass.
Jesus.
And those games are like the same, but like a little bit different.
Yeah. I mean, as I said, I'm sure Nickelodeon's avid fan base of like 6 people and their friends are livid about this change, but it is what it is.
Yeah. At least they got LT Gray.
Yeah. I think it's a question actually.
Goat.
I'm giving you the question now. Yeah, I'm the podcast interviewer now. Did you see all of those people on Twitter a while ago arguing about the big 3 of fighting games?
Briefly.
Because for like so many years now, everyone has argued that the big 3 of fighting games is Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, and Tekken. But you've got a pretty like vocal side of the FGC saying that Mortal Kombat just doesn't really deserve to be in there anymore after how hard MK1 has fumbled and after just kind of how far the series has fallen.
Yeah.
About how little people play it, and saying that it should be replaced with something like Guilty Gear.
So
But I don't know.
I think in terms of general publicity, it's Street Fighter, Tekken, Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
But for FGC love and actual like care, it's not Mortal Kombat. It's probably Guilty Gear right now.
Yeah, easily. The only argument that Mortal Kombat fans really have for their game being popular anymore is that it sells well.
Yeah.
Which, like, yeah, it's the card of fighting game. It's like it's always going to sell well.
Yeah.
You hand people a game with like ninjas, cram in a bunch of pop culture characters, and violent fatalities. It's like, yeah, of course it's going to sell.
Yeah.
It's like that's not enough anymore.
No.
Because I mean,
You gotta make it cool.
just looking at just like again looking at Steam charts. Street Fighter 6 currently has about 23,000 people playing, which is like admirable.
Yeah, that's super...
Tekken 8 has 10,000. Mortal Kombat 1 has 2,000.
Yeah.
Like, that shit is tiny.
Yeah.
It's like... Did you see the Evo sign-up numbers as well?
No.
That... Oh, man. It was embarrassing. I need to see if I can find it. I tweeted about it because I was like, God, Mortal Kombat is so washed. Yeah, the Evo 2024 registration leaderboard for like which games were signed up for the most.
Yeah.
The top 3 were Street Fighter, Tekken, and Guilty Gear.
Yep.
Then it was Grand Blue.
Yep.
Then it was Third Strike, which is awesome.
Yep, because it's coming back.
Yeah. Then it was Under Night.
Mm-hmm.
Then it was Mortal Kombat 1, and then it was KOF 15.
We
So
brothers and sisters, siblings of all across the world, sign up for KOF 15, please.
yeah, I mean it's sad enough that KOF 15 is at the bottom, but the fact that Mortal Kombat 1 is losing to fucking Under Night, like no disrespect to Under Night, but like Mortal Kombat is priding itself as like a massive AAA like genre-defining fighting game, or at least it's pretending to be.
Yeah.
It's like that's a recent release. That's a big release. It came out around the same time as Street Fighter and Tekken. And if it wants to keep parading itself as one of the big 3, it should really be in the top 3.
Yeah. You reminded me of that fantastic shitty tweet from Sir Toasty.
Oh, generic anime fighting game.
In a samurai game over Melee?
Yeah, Melee getting over generic anime game and samurai
Like,
or something.
I want to strangle you. I think it was around then, and when Terry came out specifically, where I started to like really distance myself from the Smash Bros community. Because I'm like, people were like, oh, it's just Ken with a hat. It's like, are you guys fucking stupid? Are you guys what are you, 12?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah, that's it. He tweets, Melee died for generic samurai fighting game and in birth. Are you serious?
It's so
like
fucked.
Smash fans play any other fighting game challenge.
Exactly. Oh.
That guy left the internet after the "you're weird, please don't respond to me" thing.
Yeah.
I tweeted out about that. I'm actually in. I just looked up the Melee tweet, and if you click on one of the images, I'm like in the recommended.
That's awesome.
My tweet about it. That's funny. The thing where he just like talked about how much of a Sakurai fanatic he is.
Yeah.
And someone was like, "What the fuck are you on about?" And he was like, "I'm giggling about how much I love Sakurai. I'm so obsessed." And they just responded with, "You are weird. Please do not reply to me."
Yeah.
It's like
He's
fucking
fucking
schooled.
That was crazy.
And don't forget his
The gang signs
tweet.
What was it?
It was for Fire Emblem Three Houses.
Oh,
When
when you get a kill.
he was talking about like the victory poses
Yeah.
that all 3 of the characters do. And he's just like Claude goes like, gang signs.
like,
But he just like puts his arms up.
oh,
It's such a weird tweet.
I just don't understand. There's a few things that could be going on in that tweet. The first one is like, oh, it's like, haha, it's funny. It's supposed to be funny. It's a joke. It's funny, guys. Which I can get. Like, okay, yeah, I guess. Or he just doesn't understand that, like, the 2 fingers to the forehead, like, hey, is like a thing. Like, and he thinks it's just gang signs, and it's like, oh, is this racially motivated?
Yeah, I just can't. I can't, man.
I don't know.
I'm so sad that because he left Twitter after that. He doesn't tweet anymore.
Yeah.
I'm sad that we lost him and Mevins all in like the span of a few years. I miss Mevins so much.
Yeah.
Do you remember Mevins?
I don't.
Mevins was he was so funny. He was like some like mid-20-year-old, but he just tweeted out the weirdest shit. It was like Sir Toasty level stuff, like just nonsensical garbage. Like that time he just tweeted like a picture of 5 really dry-looking hot dogs, and he was just like, 5 hot dogs for dinner. and they just had nothing on them. I was like, what the fuck are you on about? Who does that?
Oh my god, that's fantastic.
And the one where some guy was complaining about the sex scene in Sausage Party, and Mevins just randomly replies to him like, "Dude, this is unrelated, but I need your help."
That guy! It's that guy?
That's Mevins, yeah.
Oh my god! Right!
Such a funny tweet.
It's Super
Dude, I know this is
Mario.
unrelated,
It's
but I need your
Mario.
help right now.
Oh my god. Right, that guy.
Yeah, he left because he just got like bullied off the platform because of how
Fuck.
weird he was.
That sucks.
But I think he just hangs out on Threads now. Just we lose all of the good tweeters. Twitter is a graveyard.
Well, I got one more. No. There's actually two more things.
Okay,
What's it like living in England?
sucks. It's wet all the time. No one's nice to you.
I was gonna say, is it really just gray skies all the time?
It's literally grey skies right now.
That's so fucked.
I got a big ass window in front of me. It is just clouds and misery
That is so
as
sad.
far as the eye can see. Sucks. But no, yeah, England sucks. Don't come here.
Yeah.
Unless it's to hang out with me and then do.
Yeah.
But
There's quite a few people I need to hang out with that live over there.
yeah. But no, as a tourist destination, no. I mean, you can go to London, but London is not representative of the rest of the country.
Yeah. I kind of want to go
I've
to.
only been to London once, and it's like a wonderland. It's like Disneyland compared to where I live.
Rough. When would you say is like the best time to come over?
I don't even know, because it's Bren. It's just raining every time of the year. It's like you can't be like, oh, come in the summer because it's sunny. No, it's raining. Come in the winter because it's snowing. No, it's raining. It's just raining all the time. It was raining over
Jesus.
Christmas.
I wonder why.
It decided to randomly start hailing a few days ago
What
for
the
like 2 minutes,
fuck?
and then it stopped.
That's weird. Oh,
It's a very inconsistent country. We're very inconsistent over here.
that sucks.
And yeah, no one over here is polite.
Damn.
You'll get called words you've never heard before for wearing the wrong kind of coat or something.
What does that even mean? What are
Yeah,
you talking about?
I'd have to give you a linguistics lecture. But then even then, I'm 22 and I'm losing track on what half the shit means these days. What does Riz mean? What's a skibbity? I don't get it.
So yeah, the last thing I want to talk about, because I don't think I talked about it on any of the podcasts I've done. When I was deep into Smashboards, I was in the Geno Ultimate like thread. So
Like
like
a fan club.
so like the weird kids who want Geno in Smash. Now Geno's cool. He's all right. And my history with Super Mario RPG is I got to the Mole Town and I'm like, huh, this kind of is okay. And then I stopped playing forever.
I've never played it, so I can't even answer the Geno crowd.
I don't know. It's all right, I guess.
I mean, I'm sure it is a great game, but I think Geno. I understand why Geno fans would want him in, but it's like I don't think they understand what Smash is for.
Yeah.
It's like it's a celebration of video games. It's not a celebration for your favorite side character from an RPG that came out like 30 years ago.
The lovable
Yeah.
Scrunko. Well, I don't
From
know. I kind
From
of
that
wish.
platform I played as a kid.
I kind of wish Smash would like dial it down again and kind of go back to Nintendo.
I do get that angle because it feels like they've hit all the bases of like popular third-party tie-ins at this point. Like they've got Pac-Man, they got Mega Man, they got Ryu, like
Yeah.
they got Final Fantasy. It's like they got Minecraft. It's like they've hit all of the generational pantheons.
Yeah.
So it's like I feel like they would reach a point where they're just getting needlessly obscure with it.
Yeah.
I do still think there are some like really obvious omissions that they haven't done yet. Like what's his name? I think put Phoenix Wright in there because Phoenix Wright would be funny. But that's probably just my bias. I think the fact that Dante got in as a Mii costume was ridiculous.
So sad.
But I mean, no, I think now they've finally added Sora, it's like I feel like they've answered everyone's prayers.
Yeah.
I will say, actually, I think it's insane that they've never represented a shooter character.
Yeah.
I mean, besides maybe like Snake, but like,
Well, that's not shooting.
yeah, but it's like they should have put Doom Guy in the game. I feel like he deserved it.
Well, he's a
because
Mii
he actually is
costume.
like a. Yeah, he is a gaming all-star. He like actually would deserve a spot,
Yeah.
but he got a Mii costume.
Yeah.
Do you remember when? Do you remember when Overwatch the devs were like,
Please.
"Oh yeah, Nintendo can use any of our characters."
Please put.
They were being really subtle about it. They were like, "Oh yeah, if Nintendo like comes to our door and like asks us, like, we'll let them use any of our characters, but like only if Nintendo like comes and asks us, like, Nintendo, please come and ask us, please, please."
It was so funny. I hope that never happens.
Yeah, there'll be too much controversy. I feel like that's why they'll avoid it.
Oh, I just
Like-
don't want Overwatch and Smash. This.
I feel like it would feel like a trendy pick to put it in. 'Cause, I mean, love or hate Overwatch, it's not like a gaming titan yet,
No,
especially not these days.
not anymore.
Yeah, you need an actual like pantheon of the shooter genre like Doom Guy,
Yeah.
or hell, even one of the classes from TF2. Like,
Gordon
Yeah,
Freeman.
exactly. Why the fuck? They need a Valve character in the game. Put Shell in there. Anyone? Like, imagine them trying to figure out how to do portals in Smash. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, that'd be cool. So back to what I was originally saying. That fucking thread, that Geno thread, was like cultic in nature, religious. It's so weird. Specifically, those Geno fans, it was like a church.
Yeah, they're a rabid bunch.
And what's fucked up, and what I look back at and laugh, there was this one guy, and I don't give a fuck about his identity. His name on there is Fat Man on Ice. He's like a high school janitor.
I think I've heard about that name.
Yep.
I think I've heard that name before.
And he was like, oh, I've got insider friends, you know, I've got the council, the Smash Bros. League council. And, you know, and I know when the next, you know, they know when the next Nintendo Directs are coming out and stuff like that. And I kind of only was in the Geno thread just to see what the leaks were, because that's the only place that you could post leaks, basically.
Yeah.
And, like, he was always like, yep, Nintendo Direct next week. And it never happened, and then it never happened, and then it never happened, and then it never happened. And he would always get shit so wrong, but everyone took his word as like gospel. He was like the
There's an
fucking
annoying trend of
preacher.
that happening with leakers.
And like, he's like, no, I'm not an insider. I'm not a leaker. I don't leak things. And it's all speculation. When he's like, yeah, so my leaker friends told me that they've been talking about Square Enix. So I'm thinking that maybe Geno is going to come into the next pass. And when Sephiroth got announced, dude, it was fucking suicide watch. I'm not kidding. They shut down the fucking board because everyone was going in being like, what's going on with these people? And they're having fucking meltdowns. They're having meltdowns. People are like, it's it, that's it. That's the only thing that was keeping me alive. And like, so many people were like, you guys are fucked.
I always think that's one of the funniest things about when a new Smash character gets revealed. Like, seeing all the different leakers and quote-unquote data miners that all got it completely wrong,
Yeah.
just like quietly shriveling back to their caves
It's so funny
when
because
everyone's demanding answers.
he was so certain that everything was lining up. Dude, Ryu Hayabusa from Ninja Gaiden is coming to the game, dude. Dude, they were talking to Koei Tecmo, dude. Nintendo's talking to Koei Tecmo. That means it's going to be in Smash Bros, dude. It's going to be in Smash. And it's like,
It's like, yeah.
Zelda Age of Calamity came out. And then they got Spirits. And he's not even a fucking costume. And then it's like, Dude, the Kako Mallow leak, dude, the Mallow hat and the Kako Demon hat, dude. No
Oh
one
God,
can
I
ever
remember
do
that.
No one can ever do that. That's never been possible before, and it was just fucking fake.
Yeah, like the Master Chief costume. I forgot who made. Aaron Itmar, I think, made a fake me costume leak of Master Chief that like went viral on 4chan and everyone believed it. And he just did it to prove how easy it is to make a fake leak,
That's so
and
funny.
it worked.
It was like,
It's just. I do love. I love Smash speculation. I think it's so fun, but I don't miss like all of the leakers being treated as gospel.
yeah, I was just thinking about that. It's like the only time you ever get Nintendo leaks is when Super Smash Brothers is coming out.
Yeah, no one gives a shit anyway. Any other time.
And like, yeah, recently we got that one like Persona chick that's like, yeah, I saw the direct. It's gonna be cool, guys. And like that's
Oh
it.
yeah, huh.
The one where it's like, here's my Discord account, and then like 3 minutes later, she's like, hey, I have a boyfriend. Can you guys stop talking to me? Like,
That's so.
I hope you
predictable.
guys get a relationship, but I'm not interested in you guys.
Oh, it's funny. Yeah, I remember she said that she's scared to leak any Sonic related stuff because of how the fans were treating her.
That's so funny.
Because apparently she said some certain things that made it sound like something Sonic related was coming out, but she was referring to something else, and like obviously Sonic fans being the mentally sane people that they are. Yeah, they treat it well. It's like
I think at first I'm like, oh man, these Sonic people, they're so crazy. But now I'm like, I think it's funny when they fuck with Sonic a little bit and then they get weird.
the quill length.
Yeah,
The whole
you
quill
did
length
you
thing.
see that? They fucked
Yeah.
up classic Sonic's quills in the remake of Generations for no reason.
They just mess with people.
It's like, why?
They
I
know
would have
that the
never
fans are
seen
gonna
this
notice
until
this
people
shit.
talked to me. Or I saw it on Twitter is what I really mean.
It's just like it's the same thing that happens with Spider-Man fans whenever they like mildly change the suit
Paul.
or the way that certain suits look in games and stuff, and you have like the most diehard amongst them being like,
The web lines are an incorrect length. The eyes are the wrong shape. It's bad. Do better.
it's like, and then the sane people amongst us are just like, oh, cool costume.
Yeah.
I love it. I mean, I can't pretend I'm not also obsessive about certain things, but never to the level of of being annoyed about the length of Sonic the Hedgehog's quills.
Yeah. I got nitpicks. I got nitpicks about a lot of stuff, but like it doesn't really matter. I don't know, like whatever.
I mean, hand me Terry's KOF 14 design. I'm bitching about that all day. But
I liked it.
no, his stupid jacket. It's so stupid.
I like it. It's cool. It's like a little
No.
red jean jacket. It's kind of cool. I don't know.
No, you're wrong.
Well, I think that was pretty good. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for listening to my stupid fighting game ramblings and also rambling yourself.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's what we're here for.
Hell yeah.
Any shout outs, anything like that?
I'm at GenieBear3. Follow me on Twitter if you want to see really inconsistent rambling about anything that I care about. And also maybe sometimes artwork, but not often, because I'm very inconsistent.
Well, all right.
That's all I got.
That's it.
Hell yeah.
Bye.
Bye!